Greetings everyone. This tutorial is about using subtractive EQing to separate instruments and clean up your mix overall. You've probably heard me say this sentence a lot. Just scoop out some frequencies from sound B to make sound A sound clearer and to separate the sounds. If you weren't quite clear on that process, I'll show you in this video. Most of the time, but not always, I'm talking about the lead sound versus an accompanied sound. Since the lead is the most important of the two sounds, I'll be using subtractive EQing to scoop out frequencies from the accompanied sound. This will give more room and clarity to the lead, as well as help separate the two sounds so they do not clash. In the song I'm working on, the lead in the verse is a flute. The majority of its frequency strength is around 818 Hz. In fact, so much that to use any additive EQing to that frequency could quickly distort it. Another sound that is playing during the verse is a piano that at times conflicts with the flute's energy. So, to help intensify the flute's energy and clarity, as well as separate the two sounds better, I will use subtractive EQing to scoop out frequencies in the piano at 818 Hz. Typically, when you are first starting this type of subtractive EQing, try not to cut too much from the accompanied sound. A good place to start is to not cut more than -3 decibels for a while until you really get the concept, and then you can experiment more and continue to train your ears to this process. To scoop out frequencies in the accompanied sound, I will solo the lead, which is the flute, and solo the piano, which is the lesser of the two sounds, and play a loop to hear both at once. I will then start scooping out the frequencies in the piano at 818 Hz using the EQ's bell curve and listen to see how much I need to cut, making sure I'm not taking out too much or not enough. Once I'm done with the scoop, I'll make sure the gain staging is still correct with the EQ on the piano. If not, I'll make changes as necessary to the output gain on the EQ. I will then double check the flute versus the piano to make sure the clarity and separation is still there. If it all works, then I move on to the next accompanied signal that may need to be cut in the 818 Hz area if it conflicts with the flute. If any other non-percussive sounds playing during the verse do not conflict with the flute, then there is no need to do any EQ scooping. You can also do this kind of subtractive EQ scooping with a kick and a bass line, a vocal and a lead, and different percussive parts if they conflict in energy. There are many uses for this type of EQ scooping. Just do not go overboard and feel you need to do this to every sound. A great arrangement will help to take care of most of your frequencies conflicts. EQ scooping is a great tool to have and is also a great way to help train your ears when you are comparing two or more sounds while using subtractive EQing to separate those sounds. The more you practice and experiment with this process, the easier it will become to know when and where to use this. I hope you enjoy my tutorials. If you do, please subscribe to me on YouTube. If you would like to chat with other music producers from all over the world about music production and get instant feedback on your music, you can catch my live video stream on Twitch every Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific at twitch.tv/Kinetic Distortion. You can also find more tutorials and tips on music production at kineticdistortion.com. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the chat room soon.